All right, April 16th, 2025. Real tough day in the market. I will start off by just kind of setting it up. So we had open right here, and we had this 15-minute SIBI that was formed. Price pulled back into it. Beautiful delivery from that SIBI. First, uh, first presented fair value gap was here at like around 9:45, 1 minute candle, 1 minute candles, and you see like on the 1 minute, you'll see how it just beautifully taps into it and heads lower. This is my ideal, like this would have been my ideal trade. I wish I was at the chair to, um, I wish I was at the chair to take this trade, because if you look at it here like this. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful inverse here of this 15 second there. Take the entry as soon as the close is below, hold, and basically hold until you get to down to these lows here, right there, there. That's where I was kind of aiming. That would have been where I would aim for taking partials. Probably entry break even here, or not break even here, sorry, break even here. Actually, I don't know. I may have gotten actually, I mean, knowing myself, I generally, when I hit this point, I'll get break even. So I would have been out of this trade here. Um, I try to get to break even ASAP. Um, it's one of those days that price is just going, and when I got to the market, I was watching all this, and I was waiting for because we got this sell side here, but we had sell side remaining here, and then this BISI here on the 15 minute that was not touched. So I was looking for sell side. I was bearish, and basically up until the point where we inversed this 15 minute, that's where I was I was going to be bearish. But that being said, when I got here, I saw this SIBI, the first presented fair value gap, and saw that we inversed that. We closed above it right here. And so I thought, oh, well, we could be going bullish now. We took out this high, but we have highs here and here that we could target. And so I was like, okay, well, we can be bullish. I was looking on the after this closed above and we saw an inverse of this 1 minute. I was like, okay, let's see if we can find an inverse. And then obviously on the lower time frame, we had this inverse here, which I entered uh here after I think it was on 30 second or maybe let me double check. Yeah, 30 second inverse, and then we got the close here. Mm, How did I end up ending here? I think it was just that I was late to the party, so I chased it. But I was confident because of the first, like the inverse of the first um, presented fair value gap, and the fact that we came back into this imbalance here, and showed strength going up. So I was like, okay, yeah, we should be okay, and we're still underneath the break even here. So I was just expecting it to kind of go up, at least take this liquidity, and then head higher. But instead, it kind of pulled back. I held until the close below the inverse value gap, which was actually pretty significantly farther than what my risk was for this trade. So it was a little bit more than I wanted to risk. But again, not terrible, like a terrible loss, but like this loss here was way worse, and this was more management and more mindset. So I reverted back to my bearish bias after I saw that we were respecting a bit the civvy here, and then we formed this inverse fair value gap. And so I took the entry here, and it immediately went against me. But I was hoping that uh, the first percent of fair value gap would hold, and give us one more rejection down, but it didn't. As soon as we closed above, or we're starting to close above, I was like, okay, we gotta close this position. I ended up closing here, for a pretty large loss. So on days like this, I mean, first off, uh, I probably shouldn't have engaged once I saw this. I should have just been like, okay, I probably need to sit back. Yes. The other thing that was a red flag, and I need to be mindful of this, is that price did not take sell side out completely. It left sell side behind here. Um, and I had the right idea of going short here because this is what I was looking for initially. Like I wanted this to inverse here. And I wanted to go through, wanted price to close here, down here, and then go for sell side. That was what I was looking for after this high got taken. But when it showed respect to the BISI here, I was like, okay, we could be going higher. And what ended up happening was that it just went from nice kind of moves to chop, and I got caught up in the chop. So my timing for entering the market was pretty bad. And it chopped for quite a while up until this point here. But let's note here that there really wasn't a clear indication that this rally was going to happen. Like it's pretty much, yeah, you can say, oh, this low got taken, and yeah, yes shows SMT. So I could have used this, but I didn't see this. When well, like on whatever time frame I was on, this is a 30 second, but whatever time frame I was on, I did not see this. And I was looking after these two losses, I kind of took a step back and I was looking for something very clear. And it could have been that I just did not have a very clear mindset, and my judgment cloudy, so I knew I needed to take a step back. So it is what it is. But the price did end up going above, and it inversed this 15 minute. However, look at what happened after that. So we inversed, we took out highs. So we didn't take out all the highs. Look at all this LR that's still here. And we got this guy right here, the 445 point, like London high, still left. And price just kind of down all the way, right? So I thought, okay, maybe 50% retracement, and 12 o'clock reversal. So I looked for position, got it on the 15 second, took the entry, and it closed below here. This is way reduced risk. I used micros, 6 micros here, for like a $300 loss. And I was just trying to see if I could capture this move. And it's not that I wasn't wrong. I was wrong, but timing again, like market is just doing stuff differently today, I guess. And I'm just out of sync. I'm not in tune with it. I'm not. I guess I'm just not. Yeah, I'm not in tune with the market as well as I'd like to be right now. And so with those three losses, I'm just gonna say I'm done for today. I lost quite a bit of my profits, but it's okay. I'm not worried because I know that days like this can come, and my strategy is it has a pretty high win rate, so I just need to be patient, look for good opportunities and take smaller smaller positions until I can recover my profits. And I'll recover them slowly. So that is the plan. Oh, excuse me. That is the plan, and we'll stick to that. So at this point, whatever I've been risking, I'll probably do half risk of that until I recover my trailing drawdown. Um, and yeah, we'll see what happens. I won't be trading tomorrow um, because I'll be at work. Unless something like a good opportunity occurs during Asia session tonight, but we'll see. We'll see how the market looks at the end of the day. But yeah, that is the recap. See you guys later.